What's going on, folks? It's your boy Big Red Tree here in the building, man. We got something spicy for y'all today, man. We're going to get right into the video. We got teen assaults, another teen during a track meet. So we're finna get right into it. Let's go ahead and make it pop. We got to hear this here.
And what exactly was this meet? Was this state? Was this what was qualifying on the state? Give me those details.
It was the state meet. It happened on Tuesday. The state meet was on Monday and Tuesday.
Pause.
Yeah.
I got to stop this right here.
March 4th.
March 4th. So this happened Tuesday, March 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talk to me about.
Hold up, y'all.
4x2.
Hold up, because we got to hold on, because we need some context. If you haven't seen the video of the initial what sparked it all off, you know what I mean? We finna get into that right now. This is what sparked it all off. Here we go. You ready?
A high school athlete was injured in an apparent attack during a championship track meet in Virginia. Take a look at this. Kaylin Tucker was competing in the 4x200 relay when an opponent hit her in the head with a baton. There it comes.
Now, what that look like to you? Hold up. Pause. Pause right there. What that look like to you? What that look like? Let's go back. Because now mind y'all, these is teens we talking about. That don't excuse those actions, but these is teenagers we talking about. Let's go back. Let's run it back. As you can see, Shorty was on that ass. She was finna pass her. So you see what it's hitting for. Hold on, let's go back.
200 relay when an opponent
hit
her in the head.
I'm going. See
with
you.
A baton. There it comes.
Come here.
Oh the incident happened as Tucker was passing the other runner in the outside lane.
Look at that.
I just felt a bang on my head, and then I fell off the track immediately.
The whole Coliseum pretty much gasped. I just jumped up out of the bleachers immediately and ran to her on the main floor.
This is an attack during a championship track meet. Yeah, take a look at this. Kaylin Tucker was competing in the 4x200 relay when an opponent hit her in the head with a baton. There it comes.
Okay.
The incident happened as Tucker was passing the other runner.
Okay, now you see that, right? So somebody explain to me how this was an accident. Okay, let's get into it. We great get into the interview from the athlete herself.
What day did this track meet happen, and what exactly was this meet? Was this state?
We've seen the video, so let's check it out.
It was the state meet. It happened on Tuesday. The state meet was on Monday and Tuesday. Yeah.
Gotcha. And that was March. Let me make sure.
March 4th.
March 4th. So this happened Tuesday, March 4th.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Talk to me about, you're on that track, 4x2 race, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me about how the race was going up into that incident. Talk to me about that.
So I received the baton. Our second leg merges. So when I was merging, I was like, okay, I'm doing good. I only see one person in front of me. Then on the curve, I seen something yellow in my peripheral, which was her uniform. And she was so close to me that my baton kept hitting her. And it's either keep hitting her or fall into the metal railing.
I ain't never ran track a day in my life. I mean, my dad used to take me to the track and we would run laps. He would say, you got to do a mile, walk 2, run 2. In terms of professional competition, I've never done it. Never, not one day running track. With that being said, I'm no expert. But I don't think I need to be an expert in anything when I can clearly see that she mollywopped this other girl in the back of her head. I'm just saying. We all seen it. We all just seen it. Now she's saying this was an accident. An accident. An accident. An accident. Nah. Y'all know better than that.
That's
Just like I do.
on the bank track. So eventually, like after a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. She was cutting in when it happened, when she should have waited a little bit longer. But she cut in too quick, so she was so close to me that she got hit when I was running. So, yeah.
Okay, now y'all just saw what we all just saw the same thing, right? We all just saw this woman get hit. You know what I'm saying? We all just saw this woman get hit. You know what I mean? So let's hear the apology. Let's see if we can get the apology. First things first, we're going to hear from the parents of the girl that was hit. We're going to see what she got to say.
Junior Kaylin Tucker was running the second leg of the 4x200 relay in the Virginia State High School League Championships when the shocking incident happened.
That's when she hit me with the baton.
Watch
Shout out to
again as you see
ABC7
the two
Chicago.
sprinters running side by side as they round the corner with Kaylin on
Now
the
let's
outside.
see if this was an accident.
Kaylin's
Let's
mother
see if you can
cheering
raise
on.
your hand and accidentally hit somebody in the back
Just
of the
as
head.
Kaylin is passing the other runner, the athlete
That was an accident,
swings her
right?
baton,
That was an
striking
accident, right?
Kaylin.
I just felt a bang on my head and then I fell off the track immediately.
Kaylin dropping her baton and reaching for her head.
The whole Coliseum pretty much gasped. I just jumped up out of the bleachers immediately and ran to her on the main floor.
The 16-year-old was later diagnosed with a concussion. The family says neither the athlete who struck Kaylin nor the other team's coaches checked on Kaylin or reached out afterwards.
To see that they kept running.
Yeah,
she
because
not
if
stopped
y'all
and
didn't
checked.
know, Shorty finished the race. The girl that hit the other girl with the baton, yeah, she kept going. I was just told by a very, very wise woman. She just said to me, the number one thing you learn in sports is sportsmanship. The first thing you learn in sports is sportsmanship. And this young lady didn't show any of that at all. None. And I thought that was spot
So
on.
my daughter, that was the part where I was like, it couldn't have been an accident.
The other runner, who attends IC Norcom High School, has not been named. Kaylin's parents say Norcom's athletic director and the girl's father apologized in a phone call, but they're still waiting for the opposing athlete and her coaches to reach out.
We definitely want the coaches and a personal apology from the actual athlete as well, because it's only right.
The Virginia High School League saying in a statement, we thoroughly review every instance like this, adding the VHSL membership has always made it a priority to provide student athletes with a safe environment for competition.
So we reached out to the...
That's crazy. Come on, man. 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 Y'all know like I know. This was no no accident.
I handed the baton off and then it was already people around her. So after the race,
so you didn't check on this girl.
And he said,
you didn't check on this girl. You kept running.
For me to do my cool down. So I did my cool down. And when I went back up.
Now, let me say this while we're here. Let me pause this, right? Because before some of y'all jump in my comments and say this is a teenager we talking about. Okay, we understand that, right? Teenagers make mistakes. Teenagers do, for lack of a few better words, dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that I've seen here today or on any of these videos is nothing that cannot be it's nothing you can't come back from. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you can't come back from. The very first thing that needs to be happen The first thing that needs to happen is accountability. That's number one. Has to be accountability. This young woman has to apologize to this other young woman. She attacked her in a public forum. The apology needs to be in a public forum. Number two, the parents definitely need to apologize, because the parents of this young, I'm trying to find this video, but the parents of this young girl was making it out to be like their child is the victim. Like, your daughter clearly assaulted. If we want to call it what they would call it, that's assault. We're going to call it what it is. That's assault. So the fact that these other parents are not taking it that far, I applaud them, because this was one of those acts where, okay, you know what, you did some dumb shit. There's nothing you can't come back from. But with the parents acting like their child is the victim, you leading this child down the wrong path. All the way down the wrong path. It's crazy. I said, man, you kidding me. You are kidding me. I'm trying to see if I can find that video for y'all, so y'all can see what these people, what her parents was saying. It was bananas, man. It was ugly, man. It was ugly, man. It was ugly, man. Ugly. See if I can find this video, man, because y'all got to hear her. Okay, let's see the crocodile tears.
I would never hit somebody on purpose. They're going off of one angle. After a couple times hitting her, my baton got stuck behind her back like this, and it rolled up her back. I lost my balance, and when I pumped my arms again, she got hit. They're assuming my character, calling me ghetto, racist slurs, death threats, all of this just because of a 9-second video. Everybody has feelings. So,
out of a 9-second video, that's what she said. They're doing all, now I can understand, you know what I mean, the slurs and all of that. That's unnecessary. But like I said, these definitely are kids that we're talking about. Kids make mistakes, you know what I mean? But for these
up
parents
there,
to act like this, it's
they
crazy.
offered them
Man.
a rerun, and they didn't want to do it, and we're disqualified. And he told me to stay around him because he didn't want nothing else to happen, you know.
Definitely. So that whole, the collision that people see, and like you explained it, you're pumping your arm, getting ready to run forward, and that's where that forward motion comes from. That was not you intentionally striking her with that baton, right?
Yeah, plenty, like people that I don't even know at my school found my Instagram and texted me because they know it's not in my character. Even other track teams like
so that goes back to what I said. Okay, you're a good student, you did some dumb shit, but the first thing you do is take accountability.
How it's made you feel.
Like, you finished the race, you didn't even check on shorty.
You read the hurtful comments and you see people who don't know you at all making comments like that.
Whoa. Wow. Some crying out of, are there any tears that are leaving her face? Is this young girl really serious? Is she for real?
It's like
her face is completely dry.
They're going off of one angle, like I know what happened, but I don't have enough. Like, they went on the news. I'm just a person by myself. Nobody's going to believe me because I can admit from the video it does look purposeful, but I know my intentions and I would never hit somebody on purpose because of jealousy. It's plenty of people. I know I'm not the best at track. I applaud her for being such a great runner. I would never hit somebody because of jealousy. And it's like,
wow. Nobody spoke about that. That was
at the end of the day, I'm a child too. And so I haven't really been doing this for my whole life, but I've been doing it for 4 years, and I've care about that part. They just care about, oh, she hit. Oh, I'm sorry.
Mhm.
She care about, oh, my daughter got hit, so I'm gonna get on all of these news stations, and I don't care about how she feels. I don't care about the death threat she's already getting. I'm just gonna keep going on different news stations and forget about how she feels when you never even heard my side of the story. My parents apologized on my behalf. I was at school. Yeah, I can't get on the phone
No,
with
you
them.
should have
Well, he's on the
apologized.
phone with them, you know.
No,
So
there is no
when I seen
apologize
her
on your
on the
behalf.
news, I was like,
And that
oh,
damn
she
fire
ain't sending
alarm
it on
situation
purpose. Maybe I should text
is
her, right?
killing
Because
me.
I found her Instagram. So
I
I
know
followed her
y'all
on
hear it.
Instagram to see
It
if
is
she would follow me back,
killing
and
me.
she blocked me.
It's
But
killing me.
some way, somehow, she still wants an apology, but she blocked the contact of me trying to text her because she assumed that I'm just this bad person, you know. So
Yeah,
That was
because
your
the
first
very
time for
first thing you should
teenagers.
have did
yeah,
was
I didn't even know
apologize.
her, honestly. I
Jesus.
don't really pay attention to track and field. I just run and go to practice for like, because I like the friendship out of it,
Yeah.
you know.
And talk to me about how long you've been in track. Like you said, you're clearly really good at it and everything. So talk to me about your track and all your sports background.
um, I started in volleyball. I was congratulate her for the place in, was it runner up for the 55? I think, I don't really, yeah, runner up. You know, I went to look up something on my mom's phone today, and it was on the Google thing from New York Post, and I'm like, nobody even heard my side. You know, they're just
Because we
doing it
haven't heard you apologize.
for views, for clicks, but at the end of the day, they're not like, nobody's considering my feelings, like nobody except for my family and my friends.
And this is senior year for you, so this makes it even
Mm.
harder, right?
Yeah,
Especially in your
and
wow.
like
It's gonna
colleges,
be hard for her to get
um,
them offers for track and field
looking at
now.
me. What do you think people are gonna think? Like, I know
Exactly.
what happened, but from the video, they'd be like, "Oh, that's that girl. I don't want her on my team." You know?
Yeah, pretty much. That's exactly what they're going to say. They're going to say that they do not want you on the team. You know what I mean? Possibly, you know what I mean, but you're still young. It's still time for this young woman to turn this situation around. It's still new. It's still fresh. All she has to do is kind of. I always say it's a few things, man. When problems like this arise, or just problems, period. You need teaching. I'm sorry. You need training. You need accountability. That's in these instances, you need both of those. You know what I mean? This young woman needs to understand that assaulting another person is not cool. Is nothing okay about that. And we can clearly see that this was no accident. We can clearly see that this was assault. So again, shout out to that other family for not taking it that far. Only thing they want probably is medical bills paid and an apology. And in my estimation, man, come on, man, you owe them people at least that. Your daughter done hit these people kid in the head, in the back of the head with the baton. Come on, man. Come on, man. You gotta do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? And the kids only but gonna follow the parents. So when you got the parents online talking about their daughter is the victim, come on, bro. Your daughter wasn't, with all due respect, your daughter wasn't the one that got hit in the back of the head with a baton and had a concussion. This is a concussion. This is a sports injury we talking about to a teenager. Again, teenagers do dumb shit. That's what they do. That's part of growing up. That's part of being a teenager. But you know what the best part about it being a teenager is? Being able to turn those situations around for the better. Creating a positive impact on your community in spite of the act that you did. You know what they're gonna say? You know what? Shout out to that. Shout out to them. You know what I mean? Whoever that is, shout out to them. You know what I mean? They had some little missteps in the beginning, but they turned it around and got it together. You know what I mean? And that's respect. That's what happens. That's life. But you try to do better. These kids' parents ain't putting her in the right position. Because throughout that whole interview, all she did was skirt accountability, saying we looked at the angle wrong, the way it looks on video. No, it should have been, I apologize. I'm sorry. I would like to tell this young woman to her face, I'm sorry. That's what it should have been. Instead of all this other pushing it to the side. And I blame that young girl's parents for that because she's still a teenager. Well, don't she a senior? Okay, you almost an adult, baby girl. One more year, you done went to jail for assault. It's real out here. So I blame the parents. I blame her for crashing out, but that's what teenagers do. They do dumb shit, but you learn from it. You come back again. You do better. But the first thing you got to do is take accountability. And she didn't. You know what I mean? And I blame her parents. It's your boy Red Tree, man. I'm out of here. Make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Holla at your